The Chamber of Commerce of West Alabama took a group of West Alabama delegates to Montgomery for a two-day meeting with state leaders. WVUA 23's Jabari Pruitt was also part of that trip. He's live now in our studio. Jabari, this was a pretty productive trip, right?
That's right, Lynn. It was very productive. Now, it gave us a chance to talk with lawmakers and discuss many issues concerning the state with a big focus on West Alabama. Day one of the Montgomery Drive-In. Nearly 100 delegates from Tuscaloosa County are in the capital city. Local leaders from Tuscaloosa County were able to have one-on-one time with lawmakers, discussing many issues concerning the state.
Some of the topics we've been focusing on for this trip are things like prison reform and mental health, which obviously is an area of major concern for us because the Tuscaloosa community is really the state capital in terms of mental health facilities. We've also talked about education, which of course affects everybody, and certainly economic development. Workforce development is always a major issue for us.
Representative Bill Poole of Tuscaloosa, chair of the House Ways and Means Education Committee, kicked off the luncheon with discussions about the education budget that would provide 2.5% pay raise for education employees, boost funding for kindergarten by $20 million, and fund 197 teachers in middle school grades. A budget proposal, he says, was widely praised.
It's important for folks in our community to be seen and recognized and be part of the process here in Montgomery. That benefits our community and our region, and so it's very important. So I'm glad that folks have made their time to come down here.
After the luncheon, the delegates moved to the state capitol to hear from Senator Greg Reed and State Commissioner of Mental Health Lynn Bashir, who spoke about the department's partnerships.
And we have created some really strong partnerships, I believe, with Medicaid, the Department of Corrections, the Department of Labor. We had an amazing developmental disabilities job fair back in the end of October. Other partnerships that I am very interested in are with the Department of Education.
Alabama's budget receipts for our budgets in state government are beginning to catch up with where we need to be as a result of our economy growing.
There was also discussions about budget reform from Department of Revenue Commissioner Vernon Barnett. Day two kicked off with Alabama Secretary of State John Merrill, who talked about voter registration, photo ID, and improvements. Merrill says Alabama is leading the nation with 906,124 new registered voters.
We now have 3,344,143 registered voters in Alabama. Both those are unprecedented and unparalleled in the history of the state.
Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, I will take a closer look at workforce development and its impact on HBCUs in the state. Now, we will also hear from Stillman College President Dr. Cynthia Warwick, Director of Minority Affairs, and Governor Kay Ivey. Again, that's all coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, live in the studio, Jabari Pruitt, WVUA 23 News.